Controllers. We use them. We love them. Some of them are good. Some of them are bad. This is a tier list of all the controllers that I've used in my day. From the Wii to the Xbox to the PlayStation, DS, Game Boy, all that. Alright? This is a list of all the controllers I've used and where I'd put them at on the hierarchy chart as far as controllers go. And let me know in the comment section below what you guys would change on the list, if you would change anything or if you would add anything, because I haven't used obviously every controller, so there's some that I haven't even put on the list. So tell me where you guys would put that stuff at if you guys have played with those controllers. Enjoy the video. Okay, we're going to be ranking video game controllers, okay? I think the first controller is a PS3 controller. Not gonna lie, I'm probably putting this at good for certain games. This controller was very small, and I had a PS3 after I used the Xbox 360, so I came to this a little late, and this controller was very small. There was a lot of like multiplayer games. I was not good on multiplayer games on PS3 because the controller just wasn't made for that. I've since gotten used to it, but at the beginning, and then the R2 and L2 were like hanging off of the controller. Like it was just like it just wasn't it. What is this, GameCube? I came to the GameCube late as well. I only used the GameCube controller on my Wii when I played GameCube games on my Wii. I never owned an actual GameCube console, so I'd say it's good for certain games. Like some games it works very well in, and others it's just like, I don't know, the layout of the buttons and everything feels kind of weird. But it's just not my body though. I didn't grow up with it. What is this? An Xbox One? They don't have the new one on here, do they? No, because the Series X/S controller is a little different, but they're honestly the same thing. I'd put them good for certain games. Actually, no, I'm putting this for everything. The Xbox One controller is actually not bad at all, and actually have an example of a Series S controller, because look, they have the, oh wait, the list is not already bad. He said, yeah, I'm not kidding. They have the, it's like you could like click all around. You could like click like, what is this, northwest or up and left at the same time. They have like a button up here at the top, like diagonal and stuff like that. So like I think that's pretty cool, me personally, but it only works for like platformers and shit like that, shit that actually needs it. But anyways, is this an N64 controller? I've never had an N64 before. Sorry, not sorry. OG Nintendo controller. I think this is good, but again, for certain games, I really only played Metroidvanias and just standard platformer games on Nintendo, so I wouldn't say I'd use this for everything. Like, imagine trying to play like Sparking Zero or some shit with this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Shit just not gonna work. Is this the one for the Switch? The Switch Pro controller? Not gonna lie, this shit low-key ass. I'm not gonna lie. But it works for what it's supposed to do, and it's supposed to work for Switch games. So for that, I gotta put it there. Wii U, never had it. PS2? Is that a PS2? Yeah, because I got the analog. Yeah. I'll put it here. I'd actually put it at the front of this shit. Yeah, I think it's a good place for it. Sega Genesis, never had it. What the fuck is this? Never had it. Wii? Oh shit, this little ass controller. Nah, I fuck with this shit. This shit could have been better though, but I used to use this when I played Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Wii U, never had it. Xbox, the OG Xbox. I'm not gonna lie, this controller looks awkward as shit. I'm kind of glad I didn't play this shit. What the fuck are these extra buttons at the top? DS. I'm assuming, yeah, this is all encompassing. So I'm gonna include the DSi and all of that in this. No cap, I'm putting this up here, bro. The DS is one of the greatest consoles ever made, personally. There's not a whole lot that this thing can't do. The only thing it's missing is a joystick, which the 3DS had, and I didn't own a 3DS, but I did play a lot of it, but we'll get to that when I get there. Game Boy Advance SP, I think that's like right behind the DS. It's one of the best consoles. I'm putting it here though, just because this has 4 buttons and this has 2. Literally that simple. Game Boy Color, I wasn't really a huge fan of the Color growing up, and I currently have one. It's like one of them knockoff ones from TikTok. They have like 600 or something games on there. It takes forever to find a game to play, but I'd put it here, to be honest. I think there was a little bit more they could. I wish they just had where's it at? Like the omnidirectional pad on here, bro, because I think having that forward just wasn't really it, bruh. But I know like a lot of games you can only move forwards, backwards, left, sideways, but still. 3DS, I would put 3DS here, and I guess we're only talking about the controller, so yeah, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, but the 3D factor on the 3DS was dog shit, and it was a cool idea and concept, but it just fell flat on its face. That shit ended up being ass. That shit pissed me off whenever I first turned on the 3DS to 3D mode, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, you have to look at the screen at a certain angle for it to pop out, and then it's like, move your head a little bit, now all of a sudden your eyes are getting blurry, and you're dilated, and now you're fucking blind in one of your eyes, you know? Shit sucks. Game Boy Advance, I'm putting this in the same tier as this. Actually, no, because it has the bumpers. Yeah, no. It's going here. PSP. No, I played a PSP. PSP was cool. I don't think I would play everything on it, but it was cool though for like that, you know? I think the Switch is a more superior portable console than that. But it was like ahead of its time though, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't play the Vita, but I know the Vita is better than this. PS4 is one of my all-time favorite controllers. Yeah, all of these are like interchangeable up here at the top. Switch, I really love the Joy-Cons. I just don't like the fact that they die, and by die I mean stick drift. PS5, I hated the controller when I first used it. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this shit could have been like a little bit lighter, and the joysticks are fucking flimsy as shit. The controller's wide, bulky, doesn't really feel like a real PlayStation controller. I'm not gonna lie, I want to put this shit in could be better, bro. No bullshit, I want to put this here. But I think with the competition that it has here, I don't want to keep it here. I'm putting it in the back. I can't put this shit at the top. I can't. I literally can't do that, bro. It's not... The PS5 controller is not that good. I prefer the PS4 controller. Like, most of the time, I will play a game with PS4 than the PS5 controller. I just use the PS5 controller because I have to. PlayStation 1. This shit could have been better, bro. I get that they didn't have joysticks back then, but like this controller, when I used it, was just entirely too small, bro. I don't know what the fuck was going on. I get I was a kid and shit, but like this shit was not... Hell no. But I did go back and play it retroactively though. That's why it felt weird. I will say that. Wii controller was goated. And really Xbox 360 was too, bro. No cap. I think this is solid. I think the only thing I would probably change would... I might put the DS down here, because then like the 3DS is just a better controller than this. Because I'm not talking about like the actual console, I'm talking about like just using the controller type shit, you know? But I think this is pretty valid though. I think this is a valid list, because if you look at it, oh, okay, well, all right, let me not put the PS5 controller all the way down at the bottom of that. But I think this is a pretty valid list though, right? Like, I use my PS3 controller for... You don't use your PS3 controller for your PS5. You don't use that. All them niggas ass. PS4 controller, the only good one. You're saying you wouldn't use a Wii controller? Okay, you can't say PS5 controller. You don't have a PS5. You don't have one. You don't know how the PS5 controller feels. But PS4 controller is one of the best controllers ever created. I'm not gonna lie. With the gyro controls, and you got the touchpad and everything. Like, this shit is amazing. This is a great controller. I like this one too. I love this controller right here, actually. Then this controller is just like, come on, bro. This is peak multiplayer gaming with this controller. This controller, peak portable gaming, and then this controller is for motion. Like you got the Avengers up here. You know what I'm saying? And then this is like certain games, like PlayStation exclusives, or, you know, GameCube games and shit like that. Like, these are certain games you could play, but you could use this controller on everything. And then these ones could have been better, but due to the time they came out and other things, that's why they're like that. The melody about me, my dad. Bro, I low-key turned into clicked how good I am with the simple edit mechanic. You expect me to believe that bullshit? He's supposed to be for controller if it got pregnant. No, literally, like, this bullshit. And I can't even really say too much because my PS4 controller is a little bigger than average. But the PS4 controller in 4. No shit. Like, what else would I think you were talking about? But the PS4 controller and the PS5 controller are like, mine are kind of the same size. Wait, oh shit, wait, hold on. Yeah, the PS5 controller is a little bigger. But it's not that much bigger. It's just... Bro, this shit is fat, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this controller is fat. And I've gotten used to it now. But, bro, when I first got this controller in my hand, it felt heavy. It felt fucking stiff. Like, the buttons I had to break in and everything. Dude, this shit feels so ass. I fucking hated this controller with a passion, bro. Like, that's why most of my games that I play, even to this day, are still PS4 games on my PS5. Because I don't want to use the PS5 controller. But I've just forced myself to get good with it now. But, like, wait, when did I get my PS5? Last year, right? Beginning of last year? Shit was, bro, rough. But yeah, this is a good list, though. This is a good list. Dare I say, even great list? I feel like this isn't one of my better lists that I've made, but on a tier list of tier lists, I would put this tier list on low A, high B type shit. Or should I say type list? No, that was bad. That was bad. All right, we're not gonna talk about that one. That was bad. I don't even know why that popped into my head. That shit was bad.